This is Lolly. We are back the final day of the showroom floor at Creativation, and I am here with Lori to show you some markers and that this company has that you are going to want to see and that I am already ordering some for myself to test out. So take it away, Lori.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Lolly. My name is Lori Craig. We're the Global Creative Ink booth. We're here at 237 at NAMTA. We are a marker distributor and manufacturer in North America, and so wanted to show you a couple of our popular products. Does that sound okay?
Great.
All right, excellent. So one of the things that's been extremely popular for this show, a brand that we work with is Karin. Karin Markers are available in 3 different mediums. This is the Brush Marker Pro. Brush Marker Pro is a water-based pen, so it's a dye-based, water-based pen. Beautiful watercolor. You can use it with a blender pen. There's blender pen in the assortments, or you can also use it with your own water brush. You want to use it on watercolor paper. So beautiful translucent color. The pens are super attractive. There's a free-flowing technology. We're a big fan of that kind of technology in the markers that we manufacture and sell. We're not the manufacturer on this one, but the distributor. And this is a really nice, super flexible brush nib. Beautiful for watercoloring, card making, and hand lettering. Hand letterers love this brand because the nib has got a lot of bend and flex, but then it bounces and snaps right back. So they're beautiful because they can be blended together, so you can actually do some tip-to-tip blending and do some color
So it'll start, if you touch them together, in other words, the turquoise will transfer here. You start writing, it'll be turquoise inside of a greenish and then yellow.
Yes, but you can also do palette blending with them, where you might scribble them out on a piece of acetate or a paint palette and then pick them up with your blender pen or paint brush, pick that color up for a softer look. So many different techniques that you can do with this particular product. They're available in open stock. You can purchase them in sets. And I mean, I know none of your subscribers probably fall into this, but we find most people want the I Want It All package. And so
I think my subscribers are into it.
Do you think your subscribers would fall into that?
So what's the I Want It All package then?
Let me grab one here.
Let's see that. And look, this is pure eye candy. Don't you just want it all? I mean, my goodness. I have seen brush lettering with this, and it is amazing.
One thing that this company does really, really well is they do very nice packaging. So it's very functional for transportation and shipping, getting it from the store to your house, getting it from our warehouse to the store. But it's also functional storage once you go home, because they manufacture their packaging to orient the pens the way that you should store them.
Vertically,
The Brush Marker Pro with a water-based ink needs to be stored tip up, and so this is the full set. We're missing a couple here, but you get the idea. It's still a beautiful rainbow. So love the Brush Marker Pro.
Oh yeah. So how many markers is in the full?
72 markers in the watercolor line.
Okay.
So that includes 12 neon colors, plus a blender. So
what other size kits do you have besides 72?
Here's a 12-piece. So a 12-piece is going to come in a clear plastics for easy identification, and then we sell several 12-piece set collections, a 26-piece box, a 60-piece box that looks just like this, and a 72.
So no neons in the 60?
The 60s minus the neons.
That's what I guess.
And the 60 and the 72, believe it or not, I mean, they are our most popular sellers. So this is a $2.99 pen, so it's priced right. It's you can pick and choose colors.
I heard the color lasts to the very
Yeah, that's one of the things about a liquid ink technology marker. And when I say liquid ink, what I mean is this capsule, there's no filter, there's no felt interior piece in there. And so what that does is it allows you to wick every bit of ink down through.
Saw the ink move down.
Yep. Yeah. You can see it kind of moves.
Right, so there's nothing left in a felt.
There's nothing left to coagulate or dry in that felt liner that's on the inside.
Really cool.
So as a consumer,
good to the last drop.
Good to the last drop.
That
Exactly.
is awesome.
Just like a good cup of coffee.
I'm looking forward. I think I'm going to have to change my order from the 24 set to the bigger one.
So these have been around for several years, very popular. And last year in the summertime, they started shipping us the Deco brush pigment, the same company, Karin. These are a Japanese, both of them contain a Japanese nib. They're manufactured in Poland. Wonderful family company. We really like working with them. The pigment come in 84 colors. And the thing that makes them really cool is that they are opaque. So here's kind of, this is a pastel set. It's some of the lighter hues, and you can see that it's, you know, pretty on white or black.
Oh,
You can stack these inks as they dry if you want to go over the top for a more opaque, more crisp color. But like here's the pink, and I'm going to go right over the top of the silver, and you can see that really beautiful. Yeah, they're really nice on white, black.
Think about that.
The pigment you can apply to many different surfaces. So acetate, plastic, wood, metal, and they're permanent on a lot of different surfaces. I wouldn't put them through the dishwasher, but
Acetate.
rocks.
Oh, you need some of these, Lolly.
Lolly.
Some acetate.
Yeah, so beautiful, beautiful job.
Okay, maybe a 24 set of that and a full set of that.
The pigments come in. There are several different 12-piece collections, and so each one of these would be a 12-piece collection. You can see that they store flat in the box. That's the way that they are best intended. One of the neat things.
Pigment flat, brush marker vertically.
Vertical.
Okay.
And the other thing about these, if you've ever used paint pens before, you know that there can be a lot of priming and pumping of the nib.
Oh, yeah.
There's none of that with these. You just, when you first get them, give them a little shake, and color starts running.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
you don't prime the nibs on these at all.
You can color. You could stamp the flower on the back of the acetate and then color it in from the front.
Yes.
Oh,
With
these
Yes.
are beautiful.
Beautiful. The other thing that I love to do with these is stamp and watercolor. And then when the watercolor's dry, come back over the top with the pigment, because the pigment will sit right up on top. Gorgeous color detail over the top of your watercolor.
Oh, beautiful.
And the third pen in this line is the Deco Brush Metallic. It comes in 10 colors of metallic ink. And just beautiful.
So that was this
luster.
silver here.
That was this
It
silver.
didn't occur to me that, oh, there's silver over here. That's
The
the...
silver, and then this is kind of a silvery green. So you can see how it just has a luster that changes as you...
And so these would also be on acetate, or would work on acetate.
Yep, they would work on the same surfaces, acetate, metal. Yes.
Do the dance.
So that's our tour of Karin.
Thank you so much for this.
Thank
Boy,
you.
I think you're all going to love all this entire line, and I know I'm excited because I started hearing about it beforehand. So now I have more information, and I'm going to get some of these in my supply list.